It's often said if you do not love yourself, it's difficult to love others. Loving yourself has to do with valuing yourself, protecting yourself. It's about your entire well-being, your mental, physical, emotional, and your spiritual well-being. And I will be looking at these principles from a very common Bible text, and it's 1 Corinthians 13, the love chapter. This is from the New International Version, and it says, "Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes. Love always perseveres." And so I will be looking at each of these. Love is patient. Being patient with yourself has to do with acknowledging that when you are trying to make a transformation in your life, it takes time, and sometimes you will make mistakes and you will slip up, you will make bad decisions, and it takes patience to get past that. Love is kind. How kind are you to you? Being kind to yourself involves your mind, body, and your spirituality. So, do you tell yourself positive things? Are you kind to yourself in how you treat your body? Are you exercising? Are you sleeping well? Are you eating right? Being kind to yourself has to do with your mental development. Being kind by the thoughts that you think, the things that you listen to, things that will uplift you, motivate you, things that will propel you to do better and to get better and to become better. Now, being kind to yourself also has to do with your spirituality and the time that you spend developing all your faculties. Being kind toward yourself also means that you may have to avoid certain situations that are toxic to your health, and knowing how to develop strategies to get past and to get around and to overcome those challenges. Now, those are just some of the ways, in summary, how you can be kind to yourself. Love does not envy or boast. When you love yourself, you are happy for the progression of others. You're happy for their successes. You can commend them, you can congratulate them, you can encourage people when people are doing well. You do not compare yourself to others and to see what they are doing and what you're not doing, but instead you are happy for the success of others. And love does not boast. So even when you have made certain accomplishments, certain achievements, and even if your status in life changes, it's not boastful, because we understand that it is in God that we live and move and have our beings, and He has given us the capacity and everything that we need to live, to work, to earn, and to have all our successes. So it sees people as deserving. Everyone is seen to have value. No one is greater in importance or less in importance, but humanity on a whole, we treat people with that respect and value, because we're all valuable. Everyone has their unique gifts and abilities, and when you love yourself, you learn to appreciate others, and you do not put yourself up above others, but each person is treated with the same level of respect that you would want for yourself. You help to motivate them, help to encourage them instead, not to put them down, building each other up, because We as a community of individuals, human beings, we need each other to survive. And when we help others, do things for the good of others, you feel so much joy in doing that. You do not only think about yourself and your family and your children. You do not only think about what you can accomplish. You do not only think about what benefits you will get, but you seek to look out for the good of others. You seek to help others and to help to build them up. You do not seek to use other people, but you seek to make the relationship meaningful, where you help each other. When you love others and you look out for others, it does something wonderful to our bodies. It helps us to release this hormone called dopamine. Dopamine is that happy hormone that helps you feel good about yourself. It makes you feel happy. It makes you have so much joy. And when you serve other people, you release that hormone, and it's not only making you feel happy, but it's actually good for your health. And when you are hateful, it releases a negative chemical in your body that only helps you feel stressed, depressed, and down. And so the next point that I'll be speaking about has to do with loving yourself is not easily angered. That means you practice self-control. You do not allow others to trigger you, but you are in control of how you respond. You are in control of how you react to the situation. And when you learn to exercise that self-control, you find that you do not release the chemical, that harmful hormone. The levels are decreased. I'm talking about cortisol hormone. When your cortisol hormone is too high and is constantly high, all you end up with is a life of stress and frustration and depression and misery. We don't want that, because we love ourselves. So we will practice not to be triggered and not to be angry all the time. The next point is loving yourself does not keep records of wrong. When others have hurt you, we can choose to forgive others, because forgiveness is not just for the benefit of the other person. It also does a whole lot of good for us. When we are forgiving, we release ourselves of the negative emotions and the negative hurts, and in so doing, we are free, our mind is clear, and we live a life that is happier and healthier. You also should learn to forgive yourself, because if you do not forgive yourself, you end up walking around living with all the guilt of your past, and that is not a good situation to be in. It depresses you and it causes you to not function at your optimum. And so it's so important not only to forgive others, but to learn to forgive yourself. Next point is love does not rejoice in evil, but rejoices in truth. When we love ourselves, we do not love to see the demise of others, not even our enemies, because we wish good for all people. We do not want to see them in a worse off situation. We do not want to see distress come upon them, because in doing so, that's where we talk about this negative over elevation of the stress hormone, and those things can cause much more diseases on your body, and you do not want that. We want to protect our mind, body, and spirit. So the last part of the scripture passage says, love trust, love always perseveres, always hopes and protects. So ask yourself the question, do that self-assessment. How much do you love yourself? Do you really love yourself to the extent to where you really need to be? Do that self-assessment, and where you see there are areas for improvement, just ask the Lord to help you to make those improvements as you go day by day. And be patient with yourself, be kind, and remember that love is a choice. We can choose to love ourselves, and when we love ourselves, we can truly know how to love others. You will realize that the more you love yourself, you will realize that the happier you will be, the more fulfilling your life will be, the more fulfilling your relationships will be, and they will be so much more enriched because of this love that you have for yourself, and you can now extend this to others. You will find that your relationships are more meaningful. Now, if you found this video useful and you like the content and you want more like this, remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below if you have other strategies that you want to share with me on how you practice self-love. And I will see you in the next one.